We're taking a look at the Hoka Clifton 5. Can you tell how many miles I put in this shoe? I'll tell you coming up. Hey there, Z2, and we're taking a look at the Hoka Clifton 5. Now, this is not a first impressions. I have put some serious mileage in this particular shoe, and like I said, taking a look at it, you might not know how many miles I've put into this particular shoe. But let's take a look at the outsole. There's definitely some wear in it, but I put in 520 miles in this shoe and it's not dead yet. I can continue to run in this shoe, and at 130 bucks, you're getting quite a bit of shoe at that price point. So let's go back and let's take a look. My previous Clifton was Hoka Clifton 3. Now this is a shoe that I really enjoyed. They've changed things in version 4 and in 5, even more so. This is one of the last versions of the Clifton where it felt really kind of plush. Since then, it's become a little bit more responsive of a shoe. The Clifton 5 definitely feels that way. I remember when I first ran it, it just didn't have that plush feeling, but not to the point where it was where I didn't enjoy it. I still liked it. I still like feeling that plush feeling. But it, obviously it's put on a little bit of weight. I truly enjoy this shoe. This has been my daily trainer for several months. I ran consistently in this probably for about 6 to 7 months, and it was my long distance shoe while I trained for my marathon this past January. Now, as you may have already know from watching a previous video, the original Clifton was released. I did get that particular shoe. I did race in that shoe for my marathon, and I love how lightweight and cushion it is. That being said, there were some things that weren't quite perfect about it. This one in particular, the Clifton 5, they've made some definite improvements in the fit. So the midfoot wraps a little bit better. Everything about the shoe is better when it comes to the way it looks and fits. So kudos to Hoka for doing all that. But the midsole has gotten, it's not the same as it was originally. I still enjoy the shoe. I think it's great as a daily trainer, but I wouldn't run in the Clifton 5 as a racing shoe if I was looking to, PR in a particular distance. If I was looking to feel a lightweight type of racing shoe, if that's what I was looking for, the Clifton 5 would not be it. As a daily trainer, hands down, by far one of my favorite shoes to run in. Never had any issues with it at all. I did, like I said, race in the original Clifton, and I did get a PR, so I felt like that paid off. So that strategy worked out well for me. So at over 500 miles in this particular shoe, like I said, I may put another 50 to 60 miles in this shoe before it gets retired. The outsole has worn pretty well. I mean, aside from the areas where you get the exposed midsole where you definitely see some of that wear, the other carbon rubber has remained pretty well. I mean, it's held up really well. So I don't know how many more miles I can get out of it, but it's done very well at over 500 miles. So it's a shoe that I would definitely recommend. It's a shoe that we continue to carry on our website. What will be interesting is the next version of this shoe, and actually the shoe that Hoka is announcing and will release this probably early summer, called the Rincon. And the Rincon is one that I'm really particularly excited about because it's supposed to give those of us that like the original Clifton, and those that like the Clifton 5, the most recent version, and find a nice happy medium in the middle. So the Rincon is supposedly the original Clifton type of midsole feel where you get that plush feeling and you get the lightweight, but you still get some of that responsiveness. Interesting enough, that Clifton is priced at $130. The Rincon will actually be priced at $115. So now we're getting a shoe that I think we can all really get excited about it because it's priced lower than, I think it's one of the lowest priced shoes that Hoka has, but it's also priced lower than maybe some of the other competitors because most of them are at about 120 bucks. So $115 for a shoe that's going to be lightweight, provide the plush cushioning. I'm really excited about that. In the meantime, I would still run and I would purchase another Clifton 5 without question. It's a shoe that I would highly recommend. If you have a current Clifton or a shoe that you don't need to replace, for several more months. Like I said, this video will be out here in early March, and you've got another 3 months before you need to replace a shoe. I might hold off on that Rincon, but if you're at a point right now where you're like, I need a replacement for my current Hoka or another shoe, and you really want to consider the Hoka Clifton 5, then I'd say get it, because I really enjoy this shoe. I think the durability is phenomenal. I think the quality of what you're getting at $130 and maybe 500 or more miles, you're getting a lot of bang for your buck. So there you have it, the Hoka Clifton 5. If you have any comments, suggestions, if you love this shoe, if you hated this shoe, if you have questions specifically about this particular shoe or anything else, leave your comments below. I'd be happy to answer them. And remember, may your best miles be those covered on foot.